What is up, dudes? It's Jeremy doing a little bit of a longer discussion video on Hush, currently streaming on Netflix. There is going to be spoilers, so if you haven't watched it already, I've got a 1-minute spoiler-free review that's also going to be available. And or you can join in on the fun and watch it with me on riff.tv, link below for that. If you've already watched it but you just want to watch with me because that would be cool and fun and you like to Netflix and chill with me, that's cool too. So Hush was a wild ride of a movie. I was blown away. I did not expect to enjoy it even half as much as I did. So getting straight to the ending, that ending explanation or ending attempt explanation, because they didn't leave it like open, but it's just that smirk, right? That smirk that our main character gives at the very end that was so just kind of like irked me a little bit, because everything was totally done. But at the same time, it wouldn't be a horror movie without that, without like a little twist, a little something for the viewer. So everything's wrapped up except our main character just gives this little smirk. And I think my best guess is that it has to do with the whole ending thing, right? Like at the beginning of the movie, she's writing this book and she doesn't have an ending, and she's writing all these different endings. And then you have that scene, that so powerful of a scene, in my opinion, where she comes up with every possible ending to her story. And I think, like I said, that's my only guess, is that at the very end she's like, I got my ending. Maybe not. Maybe I'm way off with that, but like I said, that's my best guess. Let me know what your theories are, dudes, because I really wish I knew what was going on in her head in that moment. So I know I just mentioned it, but going back to that scene, which honestly is like what made the movie, in my opinion. It was very good. It was an incredible movie, but that scene took it up a whole nother level, in my opinion. First of all, it's the first time that we hear the character speak, which I was hoping would happen at some point in the movie. So you hear her speak and you hear all of her inner thoughts. And of course, at first, it starts with her character getting killed. And it was like, oh, what? And I was really angry for a split second, because I'm like, how? Like, I knew this was a short movie. I was like, there's no way this is it. This can't be the end of the movie already. And then you find out, that she's playing out these scenarios. And I really enjoyed, and I mentioned this when I watched it on Riff, the character doesn't have hardly any options, like in the entire movie. And, it's not like a lot of other horror movies where like you're sitting there and you want to just coach the character through the entire thing and tell them that they're an idiot and this and that. And with this one, she didn't have a whole lot of options. And so you see how all those limited options play out in that scene, where she's just, she's getting killed here or there, she's bleeding out, she's whatever. And I just thought that was really cool how they captured that. Along with what I just mentioned there, with there not being any options, I also thought that added to the movie, because it didn't make it really predictable or lame, I guess you could say, in much of any way, because she started out with like no tools of survival, basically. Like, once the power was cut to the house, that was it. You know what I mean? She was like, the clock just started ticking from there. And the only goal, it wasn't like, oh, let's try and make it to here or there. It was just survive. Like, she just had to survive. And at some point, you see her come to that realization, that she's gonna have to kill this guy. And it was crazy. So then the other big scene is when, oh god, I forget his name, but when the neighbor guy comes over. First of all, I have no clue why he believed this guy for a second that he was an undercover cop or a cop or anything, any law enforcement of any type. But he did. And that scene when she comes to the door and he looks at her and then, and he was like, what? That was huge, but it was really cool. Again, you couldn't really be mad at the character, because like, she wasn't doing much of anything wrong. Like, it wasn't like she was acting like an idiot, like in so many other horror movies. But she definitely cost that guy his life. Anyways, I thought it was, again, an incredible movie. I really loved that the killer had no motive, really. It was just because, with all those notches in his crossbow, that was pretty cool. I did like that he took his mask off very quickly, because although that was a nice effect and it was very scary, I don't think it would have played out as well in the long run to have the masked character. I wanted to see a person, so that was cool. All in all, incredible movie. Let me know what you're thinking below, dudes. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.